getting the most out of it when we do. The mental skill stuff, we try to get off the field as much as possible when guys are taking batting practice and see if we can go get better in there. I'll bring a video. I'll have the players bring videos on something that means something to them. We'll non-script it, and we just see where the conversation takes us. And then with, kind of my history in the game and the people that I've been around and the way that they do things, I tend to just put those lessons onto them, and by no means am I forcing it on them. I want them to come up with their own routine and plan of how they attack things and how they handle certain situations. But it's giving them the tools, and how they use them is up to them. Sometimes we have to be a little hard on guys, which I had to do today, just because these guys want to be perfect. That's the generation. So guess what? That's pretty hard to do in this game.
Ben said that the number one thing he looks at in there is kind of just keeping consistency.
Yep.
When you have a video tool to make sure that they're feeling the right things when they're supposed to feel the right things, how crucial is that to a guy's both confidence and kind of his mental state?
It means the world. What it does is eliminate the overreactions. Our eyes tell us something. The ball is just because our eyes tell us something, it doesn't mean what's actually happening. It's really hard to focus on exactly what a ball's doing while we're max effort throwing a pitch. So I'm showing them, no, this was actually pretty damn good. It's just you were 6 inches to the right. That's it. That's what it tells your brain to do. So it eliminates a lot of the question marks and understanding that was pretty good. Like, I don't need to let that pitch roll into the next one. I can throw that pitch, and now I can trust I'm going to execute the next one. So it's that, on to the next one. Win the pitch, win the pitch, win the pitch, win the pitch. We're going to lose some. That's fine. We're going to get away with some balls that should get crushed, and that's fine too. That's baseball. That's the beauty of it, is if we can just lean that thing in our favor, we're in a good spot.
How strong does it make this pitching staff going up against this lineup for 3-4 months before the season even starts?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And it's always something that I'll tend to remember when I'm driving home. And it's even tougher when, our guys get 3 quick outs and stay out there. Put a guy on second. Here we go. But, that's part of it. And I get to explain them. I get frustrated with it. I want my guys to never allow a guy on base. That'd be the best thing in the world, but it's just not the reality of it. So I understand what we need to do, and then I gotta kind of get myself in check before I go talk to these guys, because guess what? This is important. Like, it could come down to a man on second whether we go to Omaha or not. So I need you to lock it in and get comfortable with this. And then when you go 1, 2, 3, it's fine. It's a piece of cake. You barely even felt like you worked. So
Will was just telling me a big part of the recruiting pitch when he came here was Willie reached out and said, hey, we're hiring a new pitching coach with MLB experience, and he looked you up and looked at some of the stuff that stood out. What is your pitch to a guy who wants to come pitch at Arizona State?
So I think that depends on the kid, to be honest with you. I put myself out there exactly who I am. I tell them what I've done in the game. I tell them mistakes I've made. I tell them things that I've done well. I usually tend to give all the credit to the players because I didn't throw a single pitch. I tell them what they're going to get on a daily basis. The dedication that they're going to get from our staff, the feedback that they're going to get, the confidence that I'm going to show in them. That sort of things, I think, tend to go a long way. To be completely honest with you, once I get them in front of me, I just start talking. I can talk. So, outside of that, I think the resume kind of speaks for itself a little bit. Obviously, I'm not done learning, so there's still a long way that I need to go to be a better coach. And these kids are helping me. I try to make sure that these guys understand that my door's always open. I think that they see it when recruits come in, that kids are coming in and asking questions and feeling comfortable enough to come in and eat their lunch with me, so we can just talk shop. And you'd be amazed at how many great things and conversations come from that. We've made a ton of adjustments, just them coming up to the office and eating lunch after a practice day.
You just sort of touched on it, but how much is this opportunity kind of for you to get back to the game?
I think I can't even tell you. That's one of the main things that brought me here, and the reason why I enjoy doing it every day is that this age group right here sometimes gets a little bit overlooked, and a lot of the things they have to do on their own, and I'm happy to help these guys achieve their goals and get to where they want to go in this game. That's pretty much what I've done since I started coaching, and now it's just another level of player that is even more eager to learn and willing to listen. And I think that is a good thing, and can also be a bad thing sometimes, because when you're so eager to get to the next level, or you'll listen so much that sometimes you listen to too much. Sometimes too much is too much. So sifting through that and making sure it's digestible and simple, and that there are goals, and then we can move on to the next thing. It's not just like we're trying to just grab everything at once. It's part of the job too. But to answer your question in one word, like that's the reason why I do it. There's a lot of things that I could do that involve less time and less stress, and put me next to my kids more. But this is something that I'm passionate about. My kids are passionate about. They love these players, and they all want to see them be great. That's what we want.